Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be featuring some battles from notorious leaderboard trainer, oftentimes front page on the leaderboard. They are running a team of Lantern, a double ghost, the double ghost consisting of Trevenant and Sableye. Obviously weak to knocked out in the back. Let's see how this trainer decides to play it. We're going to have Lantern into Gliscor. This is an okay matchup. Two Surfs does take out the Gliscor, so I do expect him to throw an early move here. You see the wait there to make sure that they don't try to catch the Surf on something else. And gonna switch out right away. And I'm assuming they're gonna EQ, so gonna shield. They do end up throwing the Earthquake. And here comes Wall Rain. Still good to bait out here. Gonna throw the foul play. Returns actually slightly more energy efficient, but expecting a shield and does correctly predict the shield. Gonna throw right away. And EQ would probably be enough to take out the Sableye, and Earthquake is actually more energy efficient. So I expect them to throw the Earthquake and no shield to come up. Oh, they threw the Icicle Spear. Okay, interesting. And they're going to have to shield here. Or let it go. Going to switch out. And this potentially could be an Earthquake. We'll see whether the opponent's actually going to let it go. They're actually going to let it go. Going to try to farm down here. You saw no knockdown though, right? So unless they've predicted the team, this is pretty safe for... We've already seen two answers to it. So let's see what's in the back. Ends up being a Metacham, and the Metacham has nowhere to go. Excellent prediction on the play there, on that set there, or on that battle there. All right. We're going to have Lantern into Trevenant. Obviously, bad lead here. Going to say switch into Sableye. Going to be met by Knockdown. And we will see how they're going to play this out. Going to throw the return. Return, again, more energy efficient. And then foul play. And foul play return is pretty close to KOing. They should be able to survive the Sky Attack. They will be able to make it to a Sky Attack before the next foul play. And looks like they throw exactly on time. I do expect the Lantern to come in right away and spark down. Not going to wait the clock. You can go for a full spark down. The knockdown will be able to make it to a Shadow Ball. And gonna let this go. Gonna go for the full farm down, and I expect him to throw the Thunderbolt at the Trev just to chip it. Yeah, perfect. And this is about 30% to Trev. Trev is at like 3 right now. Okay, they come into... Oh, Powder Snow, Ninetales. Do expect them to bait. Gonna have to shield. I do expect the bait, and then the CMP tie. There's 2. So I expect them to throw 2 more, then throw the next Seed Bomb on CMP. Okay, they don't. The opponent realizes it's going to be CMP and they would lose CMP, so they decide not to throw. Okay, actually ends up shielding here, and they're going to go for the full farm down. Makes sense. They're going to straight Gleam. There's no way they're going to bait here. And this Trev is like 1 away from a Seed Bomb, so this should be game over. I do expect them to throw here, and this is game over, right? The Trev should do 1 Shadow Claw, then KO the Lantern. Okay, gonna do 2 there, but this really doesn't matter here. They go for the Seed Bomb. It's going to be in Seed Bomb range. Unfortunate backline there to deal with, and even though it was able to bait out the knockdown, was not enough. Really nice play by the opponent. Really not too much that could be done there. And we see, okay, has 2 answers to the Lantern, to the Zoom Roll. So gonna throw the Surf just to chip it, because it's kind of an awkward matchup for Sableye to deal with, or to Trev to deal with. Okay, predicting that they have another answer to Trev in the back because they are double weak right now. Gonna go for the farm down, and we'll see what the opponent is gonna do there. They're kind of in big trouble here because Lantern absolutely destroys the Zoom Roll. They're actually gonna come into a Zoom Roll. A Zoom Roll can survive, well, will survive two Seed Bombs, and gonna go for another Seed Bomb. They will be able to survive this and likely be able to bubble down this Treb before it makes another one. They actually come into G-Fist, and they're going for the aggressive farm. Gonna throw a Seed Bomb, and then probably gonna go straight into Sableye. They actually end up shielding. This actually works out really nicely because the foul play does more than the seed bomb. Seed bomb's a relatively weak move. So like foul play is an okay move, but seed bomb is an underpowered move. And then gonna throw the foul play. Gonna need 2 foul plays. They actually end up shielding again, realizing that this GFS is the key to victory. They do go for the rock slide. They're gonna need to land an EQ. Gonna throw the foul play. I don't expect this Sableye to shield at all, and really gonna probably let this go here. Lantern can clean up here. Gonna check the messages in the meantime. I do expect the switch. Okay, gonna try to catch here. Yeah, it does end up trying to catch. But gonna be able to just switch and spark down here, and then this lantern just gonna have too much health to deal with. Gonna no shield. Really, I don't even know if the loose con exists, to be honest. Even if you did any shielding that, so the opponent ended up losing there. Triple weak to Trev there. Though GFS and Toxicrow are like okay-ish, a little more GFS, a pretty neutral matchup depending on the shield scenarios. Going against Boogie D Cousins, I believe Boogie got signed to the Puerto Rico League, but has some extra time to play here. We're gonna see the immediate swap out. Gonna be met by GFS, so maybe this is double steal. This is a winnable switch by Sableye. Sableye actually does win this if it's a XL Sableye. I don't know if it is XL or not. In the one shield without having to need to shield. They will survive this, and we will see how this is going to play out. Okay, does have double foul play. I do expect the next foul play to be thrown right away to try to control switch. And will this GFS double shield? They will actually end up double shielding. Going to switch out right away. Going to be met by Charizard. Unfortunately, Shadow Charizard does not like Shadow Balls. They do end up throwing the Dragon Claw, realizing that they're not going to be able to make it to the Blast Burn beforehand. It is, first off, they were just too slow to make it, and this is game over here. Doesn't need to shield this. This will do a moderate amount of damage, but can honestly just go to 100 and farm, or you can just farm down here. I don't know why you go to 100 here. Just farm down and then Shadow Ball the Metacham, and the opponent decides to leave. Yeah, double weak to Trev again. Turned out pretty fortunate there. All right, we're into this next battle here. And we see, a Sand Slash. This is an interesting matchup. This should favor Lantern because it does have superior stats. Even with the Sand Slash having Bulldoze, it definitely will not KO. And the second Surf doesn't look like it'll take out. So not going to throw right away. Going to end up shielding. They end up throwing the Bulldoze. Going to farm up and then probably going to wait. Yeah, you see that slight wait there. In order to ensure that the opponent doesn't catch. Okay, gonna switch here. Presumably catch a Bulldoze. Looks like the Sand Slash will... Okay, interesting. And here comes a Azumarill. I'm assuming the Azumarill will throw the Ice Beam. Okay, no, they're actually gonna look to farm down here. I'm not quite sure. There's no way they can bubble down. Well, they could bubble down because they actually would survive that foul play there, but they don't want to put them into spark down range, and they're gonna have to take a play rough. Gonna let this go. They do throw the play rough, and gonna. They don't make it to the move. The Sand Slash is still alive, but I don't think it will survive 5 Shadow Claws. Oh, interesting here. Oh, they tried to catch there. And they actually do make it to a move there, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not that big a deal. You just go straight Shadow Ball on this Frostlass. No need to bait. Does win CMP. Trevenant does win CMP versus the Frostlass. The opponent makes the only logical play there, which was to call the bait. Really, Doesn't matter here. 2 seed bombs plus a Shadow Claws would KO anyway. So calling the bait, then shielding the Shadow Ball next time is really the only logical play there. And Lantern into Azumarill. This is a fantastic matchup. Just going to stay because this thing is actually very problematic in the back. Going to build up to the Thunderbolt and throw the Surf. Shadow Drapion, pretty classy. Probably will not survive two Surfs. You definitely no shield the first one in case they get the Crunch debuff. And the Crunch actually does a pretty decent amount. Gonna let this, gonna throw. They do have the Crunch. And I would probably let this go. Okay, gonna shield. Wants to control the switch. Oh, defense fall. Do you go Sableye here now? Or just let it go down? You just let it go down. Play the shield up. The Crunch should be enough, especially with the defense fall. Gonna look to Shadow Claw down. Will they make it? They will make it. Did get denied there, but doesn't matter too much. We'll just take an extra Poison Sting, which won't do too much damage. And you can actually switch out into Trev, get some energy on both Pokemon, which is a fantastic strategy. And yeah, this is game over anyway. Sorry, there's a nice play, nice attempt by the opponent, but saw that come in a million miles away. And you actually kind of want to soft lose this matchup. Okay, gonna shield here. Okay, I don't mind this. And probably gonna do 4, then okay, gonna throw the Seed Bomb. I guess the Seed Bomb doesn't KO anyways, and you Shadow Claw down, then Shadow Ball the and the opponent realize that this is gonna be game over. Nicely played. This is an interesting team comp with Shadow Drapion in the safe swap. And we see Lantern into Sableye. I'm assuming you're going to stay. Pretty neutral matchup. You do need a Thunderbolt and a Surf to KO in the Zero Shield. So building up quite a bit of energy. Throwing at the same time as the return. We'll see if this Sableye will throw the return. The Sableye will survive this. Assuming it's XL. Will survive this Surf. But ends up switching out. Try to catch the return. I think you let this go, hoping that it's a return. I don't know why they would throw the return here. But in case they do. Okay, here comes Azumarill. Nice timing. Not allowing the opponent to catch. Gonna throw the return. Gonna need to make it to another return in order to KO this Azumarill. We'll see whether or not this Sableye can. It is the Sableye that can. You're actually hoping that they shield though. That's actually a much better outcome because this Sableye is definitely going to be problematic. They actually end up throwing right away, which I think is bad timing. I guess they have a lot of energy, but they actually don't have Play Rough, and they actually end up throwing the Hydro Pump. Gonna throw. Questionable timing there. We will see. Oh, they actually end up surviving. You gotta let this go though, right? Ice Beam, not enough to KO. This Lantern's pretty low. They actually end up coming in. Okay, well, you let this go, right? There's no point in saving this. They probably will make it to another foul play. Yeah, they do have another foul play. Gonna have to shield. And we'll see whether or not Trev can finish this off in the back. And they come into Toxapex. They're gonna need 2 Shadow Balls. This is game over. Toxapex is way too slow to be able to take out the Trevenant. 2 Shadow Balls definitely will be enough to take it out. You just shield this. It's a safe shield. The only way they win is to land the Sludge Wave or the Gunk Shot. They end up throwing the Brine. Doesn't really matter here. Any logical player would be able to finish off this game and then going to be able to Shadow Claw down the Sableye pretty easily there. Nicely played. Well done there. All right. We're going to see Lantern into Swampert. Going to probably see an immediate switch to Sableye. Try to bait out the Flyer. We will see. They actually end up throwing the Hydro Cannon. The Hydro Cannon does a tremendous amount of damage, but is not enough to KO. We will see what the opponent is going to do. This Foul Play also doesn't KO this Swampert, but would put it really, really low. Will they try to Mud Shot down? I'm assuming they're going to throw on CMP. They will throw Run beforehand. Curious what they have in the back. Maybe they have a Trev of their own in the back. And probably going to see the Hydro get thrown. Gonna let this go. Gonna look to farm all the way down. Okay, not gonna farm all the way down. Gonna throw the Seed Bomb to preserve the health of the Trev. But, oh, they actually end up shielding here. Gonna shield. It must be a Trev in the back, right? Maybe Trev. Oh, it actually ends up being... And then gonna throw the Shadow Ball. And they are in surf range. Really nice timing by the opponent. Is there really a realistic win con here? Okay, gonna throw on CMP. We will see if this is enough. It is enough to take it out. We will see what's in the back. It ends up being Swampert double steal. Gonna throw the surf. Interesting. Thunderbolt's probably the better move to throw here. But maybe just wants to ensure to get off 2 surfs before the debuff. But they're not in KO range anyway, so... And then I think you just switch here. They're not going to be able to lock on down. Yeah, we see the immediate swap. Probably just going to throw the Seed Bomb, to be honest. Okay. Okay, they predicted the catch there. It really didn't matter there. Even the Seed Bomb plus the Shadow Claws, there's no way that they'd lock on down either. So really not too much the opponent could do at that point in time. All right, we're going to see Lantern into Nidoqueen. Interesting lead here. You don't see Nidoqueen too often. They need 8 for the Earthquake. Oh, not Earthquake. There. Okay, you actually go and Sableye. Trying to predict maybe there's a Dark in the back. They do throw the Earth Power. And here comes Bastiodon. Oof. Okay. Interesting team so far. Very weak to Swampert. So must be a Trev in the back? I don't know. Has to be Trev in the back, right? And not going to wait the clock. Definitely no shield this. Count to 7, then throw the Surf, and then do 1 and throw the Surf. This is what I'm predicting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're just going to throw it 4. That's fine too. And then do 4 and throw again. I think the Bastiodon will survive. Okay, gonna throw on CMP. I like that play there. I like the play. I think they will survive though. They actually end up shielding. You gotta let this go though. There's no way you can shield this. And gonna Shadow Claw. Okay, gonna be met by Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen has no energy and gonna be able to farm down. And the opponent decides to leave, realizing that they don't have enough in the tank to be able to beat. It's okay. Gonna switch, I presume. Yeah, switch out right away. And I'm being met by Charm Ninetales. Charm has been nerfed. And gonna throw the return, which will put the Ninetales really, really low. Is it gonna be enough though? Oh, they just barely hang on. They are gonna be able to throw a charge move at the Lantern. Gonna let this go. But they must have a harder answer in the back. They end up throwing the Weather Ball, not a big deal. And they come straight into Deoxys. Not going to wait the clock. Gonna throw the Surf. You kind of want them to throw the Psycho Boost into Lantern. Yeah. I guess you potentially could try to catch the Thunderbolt. They end up throwing the Thunderbolt into Lantern. Gonna be met by Grand Bull. Oof. This is... extremely bad. Now you wish you shielded that Thunderbolt there, because likely they are going to fast move down this team. Going to be able to reach another Seed Bomb, but that Charm will take it out, and they will be able to throw the Crunch to hope for the defense drop. Can you win here? I don't think so, especially if a defense drop happens. Okay, gonna do 2 then throw, because we're gonna take the Charm damage anyways. That's a really expert move there. And not going to be able to take the second Charm while getting a little bit extra energy, but it's not going to be enough. They will survive this Thunderbolt, probably with like 10% HP left. This is not going to be enough. Okay, maybe. Oh, end up actually winning that matchup. Really? Okay, I thought it would do a little bit less. So that extra spark actually paid off there. Well, it actually didn't really matter because they need extra sparks anyways to KO, but it was still a very beautiful play there. And they come into GFIS, can control the switch pretty easily. Well, not easily, at least in the one shield, at least gain some sort of advantage. They are pretty weak to Trev so far. And we see the Earthquake get thrown. 2, 3, 4. Okay, gonna throw right before the next Rock Slide. We will see whether or not this GFIS will shield. They do end up shielding. They will throw before the foul play. Really good timing by the opponent. Gonna shield. Really wants to take the second shield and then probably switch to Trev. Right after this. Yeah, not gonna let them come here. Oh, it's another Charizard. They will CMP tie. Okay, no, they actually this is game over here. Just throw the Shadow Ball right away. Don't take any additional wing attack damage. Yeah, it won't be able to take. Won't take that wing attack damage because this will take out the Charizard, and I'm assuming the Medi will come. Yeah, the Medi will try to Ice Punch this. Okay, gonna throw on CMP. We'll try to Ice Punch and take out the Trevenant. Does like 45. We'll see if this is enough. It is not enough. They actually would have made it to the Shadow Ball there, but really no point in trying to risk it. Do have to be careful of this GFIS a little bit. But honestly, you just double up. You just double up. They still won't be in Rock Slide range, so this should be game over. And they do end up catching here, but this doesn't really matter here. You need to throw the Surf into the GFIS anyways, and then just throw the Surf into the Medicham. Very straightforward win con, but played beautifully at the end there. All right, the real question is who has more numbers, this trainer or the opposing one? Someone tell me in the chat there. They're actually staying in. Maybe they played each other before. That's how it happens when you like climb really high in the leaderboard. You end up playing each other over and over again, so you kind of know what the team comps are. It looks like they've okay. Gonna throw the Surf. Interesting. And then gonna come into Trevenant. Hopefully no debuff here, because if they get the Shadow Ball off, should be able to Shadow Claw down with no debuff. With the debuff here, it does make this situation a little bit more iffy. Not so much that likely they'll have to shield to maintain the switch here. Oh, actually gonna throw here. I guess not too fearful of the Azumarill. They actually end up making to the move. They actually end up focus blasting. And then here comes GFIS. Gonna throw the Seed Bomb. And then I think you just go straight into Sableye. Don't shield it at all. Okay, actually gonna let it farm down. Go into Sableye. They will straight EQ. There's no way they bait here. 0% chance they bait. Oh, they actually do bait here. Okay, all right. I actually don't like that bait there because it ended up working. Because I don't think it really matters here, right? Because this, yeah, that was a. I also don't think you shield there, no matter what. You just let this go. They didn't throw in the Rock Slide. Okay, they totally 5-headed because they're gonna straight Rock Slide. Okay, gonna throw the Surf, hoping for the shield. We'll see if the opponent. Oh, they actually end up calling it. This is actually quite problematic now. They do end up throwing the play rough. They're not quite in Rock Slide range, but they do want to avoid the next play rough. And we do see the Surf come through. Okay, well, you no shield this here, and then you spark. Oh, gonna shield. Okay, I guess you win CMP, but you do run the risk that they could switch in the middle of a spark. Okay, and then gonna throw. Well, that was just excellent time control there. I definitely would not have shielded there. You would have survived, and well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. You do win CMP, but I guess if the clock was pretty close there, they could wait for a spark and then switch or anticipate a spark's gonna come. And now that was gonna. Anyways, very close game there. Very well played by this trainer. Thank you very much for sending me these battles. Hopefully, you find some success using this team in Grey Lake. If you do, let me know. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.